All right, so we're gonna have a very vulnerable and honest conversation right now. I haven't been dating for a minute. Um my choice, for the most part, besides the fact that the dating market is really fucked up right now. But I took a break. I did some healing after two terrible back-to-back relationships, and then a host of, terrible relationships with I'm sorry, terrible of situations with other folks. And I finally got to a space where I said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to start dating. Like, I'm ready to put myself out there. I'm ready to go out and have fun. I'm ready to start considering a long-term relationship. And I know that I do, in fact, want a life partner. Because I was debating, like, am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Do I really want a life partner? Like, because, when you've gone through a lot, you have to be honest with yourself. And honesty it takes a lot of effort. So, um, I put the I put the information out into the universe. The universe gets me something back. I get something back and it comes in a beautiful package. And I don't mean how it looks, I mean the delivery, the spiritual um essence, the spiritual delivery. Then after that quick little honeymoon, that's quick little spiritual honeymoon, shit just starts getting fucking dumb, yo. Like the same old bullshit, like the same. So I say beautiful package. I mean, like a man that is is in love with his community, that has a true passion, and an active, uh, I guess, an active life within business, that is loving and caring as far as like wanting to help others grow and things like that. But on the spiritual, like hey, like let's do this side. That's when the shit start kind of being weird. So this person let me know that they liked me. And they threw out some other stuff or whatever. And I may not bite all of it, but I was interested. I was already impressed and interested with the person. So I was tolerant of the things that they were throwing out. And quite honestly, open-minded. I'm talking about topics about marriage, seeing each other, things like that. Um, and it's super early, so I know I'm not taking it like seriously, like, okay, we about to go jump the broom tomorrow. But the emotions that I was feeling make a motherfucker be like, yo, like, bitch, we about to do this tomorrow. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm talking about when I had those emotions. So it would be like there'd be like strong waves, during that spiritual honeymoon period. Then what ended up happening on the back end is motherfucker is telling me, yo, okay, so this is our plan. We're gonna do this. I move forward, I start doing this, and I'm asking questions about this. I'm being ignored. I'm not being acknowledged. As if like their life is busier than mine. And maybe it is, but like it's like they're better than me, like my time is not important. As if me taking you seriously when you gave me your word was stupid. Like I feel dumb. I feel dumb. And so I'm gonna tell you how I feel right now. I feel okay, I want to feel hopeless, but I can't. I feel hurt. I feel hurt. Um, I feel hurt. I'm also nervous because I had organized a meeting with this individual, and I organized the meeting with this individual, and I don't even know if they're going to show up. I don't know if they're going to come through because everything else they flaked on. Everything. And anytime I try to hold them like accountable, not like in a negative way, just like, hey, we're going to do this. What time are we going to do this? How are we going to structure this? Again, I get ignored. I get pushed off like what I'm saying is not important. So it takes me back to the whole like the reality that and again, I have to qualify this person is not they present very well when it comes to being respectful to women, um and being considerate of them. They're manosphere for sure. They won't call themselves that, but some of their views are that way. But it's milder, in a more respectful manner. So I don't know, like I don't want to give up on dating because I knew when I said I was ready to start dating, I knew I was going to be vulnerable. What I don't want to do is be vulnerable like this, right? Because what my one of my weaknesses is going with flow. Like I flow with the universe. But when you're dealing with another human being who does not flow with the universe, that's when there can be a problem. So I honestly don't know how to, I don't know what the answer is. I know that I understand male nature much more than I did before, and I understand myself and my standards and my boundaries are different. I know that my needs and desires have also shifted. Like I don't need, and I'm not talking about financially. I mean like emotionally, um, and spiritually. Like I don't need a man to be fulfilled. Um, but you get tired of hunting. You get so tired of the shit. And it's like when you feel like it makes you feel like you're desperate and promise I promise I'm not desperate. So what if I cry? Who cares? I promise I'm not. I just want a mate. And I don't think that that is unreasonable to ask for. Um I do know the time that we live in though. I just want a mate. That's it. I just want someone I can talk to on a daily basis. I want someone that I can set goals with and reach them together. I want someone that I can choose on what type of family I want to build with them. I want someone that I can love. I want someone that will love me back, that would appreciate me, that will appreciate my qualities, that doesn't expect me to do so many things for them and not be willing to do for me. Like we literally love each other. Um, that's what I want. And it's like it feels like it's impossible. It feels like it's impossible for me to get that shit. So I'm not going to be. I don't think I was ever pick me except for like in one relationship where I just got so desperate. I just needed this person to. That's how I felt. I needed this person to know that I loved them, and I started doing some dumbass shit. So it's not pick me. I just need. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to. If I think what I'm going to do though, I'm going to be honest with you. If I ever like someone a lot, I think I'm just going to avoid it. I can't be vulnerable like this. Like I felt it. It felt nice for a minute. I didn't know I could ever feel that way again. It felt like high school love, like pure. But men always do the dumb shit they do. They always block it, and there's nothing I can do about that. And um, and I'm not gonna stop living my life. I'm not gonna stop engaging and connecting with my femininity. Um, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I don't ever make mistakes, or maybe even in this situation, I made some mistakes. I don't know. I do know my intention is pure. I know that my approach is pure, and I know that I'm pretty direct. Like I'm very honest. Um, and some people will probably say I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be honest. So I just think that from now on, rather than like, at least for the time being, at least for the time being, I'm just gonna keep everybody at a distance and just have fun. Um, and my version of having fun does not involve sex because I can't. I'm just not one of those people that are built to be like just sexually open like that. And I have no opinions about people who are like that. I kind of sometimes I be jealous because sometimes because y'all be yeah, look like you having fun, but y'all be doing some dangerous shit too because people out here are nasty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So um That's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm being vulnerable because I have very strong opinions about what's going on in the in our community. I have strong opinions about what men are, what I've seen, what I've experienced. This is not prime example. It's just an example of I thought this person was different, and I still end up dealing with a lot of weird male characteristics. There's like brick wall shit. Like you just can't get around it. And it starts fucking with your psyche. And it's like the only way to get around it is for you to allow it to fuck you up. And I just can't do it. I can't. And then when you start exemplifying defenses, like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna block this bitch. Just not gonna stop talking to this bitch. Then they come back and they act like you did something, like you tripping, like, you know, I just can't. I can't. If a man is not willing to allow me to be vulnerable in my space, because I have a right to be as a woman, if they want to be more vulnerable than me, then that's their business. They have a right to as a human being. That's not what I'm looking for. And I don't mean they don't have a right to be vulnerable. I mean, if they're purposely trying to position themselves as more vulnerable than me, it's not an organic and genuine thing. If they're purposely denying my feminine vulnerability and my right and need and desire to protect myself, that's not necessarily associated with trauma. Like you just need to do this as a woman, especially considering the environment we're in. If a man cannot afford me that, if they can't keep their word to me because word is bond, I can't fuck with them. Period. I just can't do it. No matter how much I might want to, because I already know where it leads. Actions are everything. They show up and they expound exponentially, especially when it's exuding from anything, but especially a human being. That's how energy flows. Period. But we amplify shit, and if you can't keep a couple of appointments or activities, just little small shit that we set up, then you won't be able to you won't measure up to the big shit. You won't be accountable to the big shit. You won't. And if you can't see how it will fuck with how I'm viewing our interaction, um, then you don't value, in my opinion, you don't value my opinion. You don't value how I feel. And those are huge red flags. So, that's what I wanted to come on here and say because this channel has been so consistent with me pouring out my heart about my terrible experiences with relationships and how they fucked up my life. And and I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable again, but I just refuse. I absolutely refuse to experience the shit that I went through in the past. I just can't do it. I can be vulnerable and give people the benefit of the doubt, but I cannot watch myself see the same fucking stupid and terrible signs and walk through that same door exact when I know where it's gonna lead. I'm not gonna lie to myself because even with all my knowledge, guess what? I can still lie to myself. I can still be stupid, and I refuse. I'm not doing it. So that's all I have to say. I ain't got no male bashing for today. Maybe they deserve it. I don't fucking know. Because they keep crying about how they hurt too. Shit. They keep crying talking about be hurt too. Fuck. But for in my world, they doing all the fucking hurting. Listen. Can a man just show the fuck up and just be a masculine man? And yes, he knows what he wants. He's not playing no games. He says this. He sticks to this. He's accountable for it. He doesn't feel or he feels bad if he can't be. He feels shame if he sees me emoting and or not emoting, but in motion towards something that I trusted him by his word in, and he can't deliver or doesn't want to deliver. That he would never ever speak on something that he doesn't want to do, or he knows that he can't. Can a man just be accountable to a woman like that? Like we just need fucking solidarity, yo. You say, hey, yo, I'm a go down the street next Friday and get you this so that when I get you this that evening, we can go to this place so that you'll have an opportunity to present this to this person. Do it. Like, what the fuck? Don't call me and then talk about everything else that same day. And I keep asking you, so what's up with the appointment? What's up with this? And you're ignoring me. What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? This shit is crazy. This shit crazy. Like how I vented. I'm good. I'm gonna keep this one up though. I'm gonna keep this one up. Peace, y'all.